Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It had been a while since I've been recording consistent. I'm gonna go back in the rhythm to start recording again over and over again. So I'm really sorry. I'm kind of fuzzy with my vocabulary, but we're gonna continue the series showing meals that you can actually consistently cook for 10 years straight and you're gonna be perfect. Now, those 10-year meals is gonna have cost, macronutrition. One more, I can't even think about it right now. 5 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since midnight. Apologies, but bear with me. Anyways, I wanted to try this Bossman Dubai burger. Now, a bit wild to be a regular burger, so there's a lot of wow factor to it. It's not really ideal to be doing this, but when you have guests, you can actually keep them entertained and you can make the plate a lot easier to be presented to them. So in that perspective, this is very, very useful to keep your guests entertained. And you're also gonna give them a wow factor. And it's very simple. We just cook the burger like normal. We just cut a hole in the top and put fries on top of it. Very straightforward. There's no reason for me to make a video on it because that's how simple it is. For presentation factor, it's really, really awesome. So if you have a date or you have a guest, your family came visit you in the dorm, whatever it is, it's gonna be good. Anyways, this is all the ingredients you're gonna really need. You're not gonna really need much. You're also gonna need cheese. I know in the videos they were putting cheese on top of the fries. I'll skip that. Maybe it's better off to put the cheese on the side so you can use it as a dipping sauce. To each his own. I'm gonna skip that part because it's gonna be a lot to deal with. Maybe skip the mustards and mayonnaise because that will add huge amount of calories. I'm just using American Kraft singles cheese. I know people say this is processed. Still good to me. Cheap, have long shelf life, and it works. Supposed to be doing some fresh fries, but this also works quite well. I have an air fryer in the back. I'm gonna be using that and make it simple. We're gonna be defrosting our beef. Now, when you have two beef patties like this, just defrost it for 5 minutes. It should melt the majority of the ice, and you should be able to cook it for 7 minutes, medium rare, and it should be good to go. Make sure you season the meat too. So this is just 4 fries, just to go to show you how much is already covering. So we're not gonna need that many. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be more than enough. Now we're gonna toast our bread because it needs some time to actually finish. Make sure you really, really toast it. You need the bun to be toasted to be able to actually hold its shape because we're gonna be cut at the center. So you toast the bottom, the inside, and the top. All right, oil. And we're gonna season that meat for black pepper and paprika. So one side black pepper, one side paprika. It really brings out the flavor from the Angus beef. Alright, got the round onions. Put this to the side. And our round tomatoes. Alright, our pan's nice and hot. Very, very toasty buns. All right, in goes our meat. Now I'm gonna use this trusty apple knife. I think they call it apple knife, I'm not entirely sure. We're just gonna go right in the center of it. We're just gonna go ahead and cut it. Now this thing is actually extra crispy, so it's actually a lot easier, and it's also very hot. Put it in my hand. Didn't even finish it through. Oh, I actually forgot I have a blade knife. Now if you have something round and it's sharp, be able to actually cut the bread a lot faster, go for it. Unfortunately, I don't have any, so I have to do the manual part. Let's see if we can actually make this thing happen a little bit better. All right, let's go a little bigger. All right, this should work. All right, let's start building. Now, when you build a burger, especially this type of burger, you're gonna have fries up top, so you don't want to add too much sauce and tomatoes, whatnot at the top. So make sure everything's at the bottom, and just leave a little mayonnaise around the edge, and then just put the fries. Unfortunately, it's not really puffy bread, so it's not gonna really stick up as much. So you're gonna have a problem with this. Onions, onions, tomatoes, tomatoes. Start to lower the heat. Okay, it should be ready. Let's bring out the fries as well. All right, we're gonna double the amount of fries, so we're just gonna cut them in half to make this thing work. Fortunately, it requires more than what I anticipated. I'm gonna make this work. This thing is hot. All right. Very, very difficult to plate this. They usually don't add any veggies, but I prefer veggies in my burger. A little vegetation go a long way. This is a good presentation. So if you have any guests, this will actually do wonders. Will add a lot of wow factor. Yes, the burger is very large, very big. You can actually make it a lot smaller. Maybe skip the veggies compared to how I did it. But for me, whoa. But for me, this will work. I love this. I have no idea I'm gonna eat this. But like I said, this is supposed to be for a good presentation. So if you have guests, a date, this will work. I'll actually skip the tomatoes and the onions, maybe just lettuce instead, to make it a lot easier to stack up. If they ask how you're gonna eat it, you just start with the fries. If you guys like this kind of content, I'll have more on this side. Go ahead and click on them. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this feast for a bit. I'll see you guys on the next one. Come here, girl. Some fries for you. Jump, jump, jump. Good boy. Good girl. Oh, good job, girl. Good job, girl. Go ahead, boy. Jump. Good boy. Right here, girl. Oh, good job. Awesome, girl. What a jump. Come on, boy. You jump. You jump.